Hey, this is Loops-a-Latte and welcome to my show and tell of the cart that you didn't know you need. And I am not endorsed by Temu or whoever the hell made this, but I'm here to tell you that you need a crochet cart in your life because it has become like my emotional support crochet cart. So let me give you a grand tour of what I keep in here. It works for me, it may not work for you, but the way I organize my life and think, I am a Virgo and I'm also ASD and ADD, and this just all works for me. So let me show you what we got. So on the top is a flat little desk part, and I'm gonna turn around the camera and show you. It has a little drawer where I keep kind of the messy, ugly stuff that I don't use every day, like some fabric glue. I have just randomness, measuring tape, random this and there. We don't really care about that. But then this is where the magic happens. So here I have my 3D printed yarn spinner. So nice. Although now that I'm spinning it, okay, there we go. I love this. I need like a giant one. I need a giant one for like chenille yarn because this can only handle like a small skein of cotton. Then I have my clover hooks. And then I have my, I think those clover hooks, the knockoffs from Amazon that I started out with. And now I have moved into the world of the clover amours, and I see why everybody loves it. There's a separate video for that one, me reviewing those hooks for the first time. And then I have my little tin can that we all swear by. And here I have all my yarn needles and some extra stitch markers. And I have all of these stitch markers. So those are like the bare necessities, and my scissors. Like that's what my go-to every single day. Then on the side, I don't know if you have one of these, but you need one of these. This is a neck light, and I don't know, I think I saw this in another crochet blog about this, and I was like, oh my God, this is great. Because I had tried light up hooks, and those light up hooks, they're a piece of crap. They're not good because they're plastic. And then yeah, it's cool that they light up, but it was a weird shape that they were just not comfortable. So I returned them to Amazon. And then I bought this, and this is all you need. Like, let me tell you, it's also even become like an emotional support light also, or a transition object for people on the spectrum, having a transition object to take with you from one space to another or one activity to another helps. And I've noticed I unconsciously made this that thing. And it's also very practical. Because then you realize all the other reasons you need a flashlight. But yeah, so this is a must. So that's that. And so this hangs over here. And I got the chenille for the projects I'm working on. You can't see it out there. One moment, please. So here you have my little yarn bowl. This one, so this is the yarn I'm using right now. And then let me show you what I got down here. Look at my yarn scraps dumpster. Isn't this amazing? So this is also a 3D printed object. And look how cute. So in here, I just have that as my little like trash can, my yarn trash can in the cart, and it looks so cute. Instead of having like an ugly, I don't want this. I had this before, and although it's functional, it just looks messy and ugly. I wanted something cute, so we got that. So this is amazing. And of course I could have printed it in like the regular dumpster colors, but who wants that? It has some pastel colors. This is what we need. It's like soothing to my nervous system. And look at how cute. It's so cute. Oh my God. So yeah, I have that in the bottom where I throw all my yarn scraps. I have some extra project stuff. Some granny squares I have to weave in the ends. And then this is another yarn holder. Not yarn spinner, but I guess yarn holder. I gotta wind this. But this works good. So you just pull your thing. So I feel like it works really good for regular skeins. But if you have a skein with a center pull, then this works really nicely, because if it doesn't have a center pull, then you're like pulling the yarn and it's moving awkwardly inside. But in this case, if you have a yarn, that some yarns do have the center pull, or if you can find them, you know, make sure you play the lotto that day if you find the center pull, then it works really nicely. Now my yarn's all a mess in here, so it'll probably be fine, or get knotted really bad, but anyhow. So I have this one too, that was another 3D print. Definitely worth it. What else? There's some things on the side. I keep my tags up here from the yarn labels, some yarn labels, my hooks that are too big that I also never use, my yarn gauge. There's something else in there, extra wire for the little kitty tails. And that's about it. I try to keep this like this and not full of stuff I'm not currently using. So if I have extra yarn or other projects, I try to be a one whip at a time person. So I don't want to have this full of like a bunch of whips, so I only have the one I'm working on, and then anything extra I put it away. But this is like my live action cart. Sometimes I'll roll it into my daughter's room, and while she's coloring and drawing or whatever, and she wants some company, then we'll keep each other company, and I'll roll the cart to her bedroom and lay on the bed and do my thing, and I have everything. It's amazing. So that is the end of my crochet cart show and tell. I hope you get some value out of it. I highly recommend it for organization and practicality. I got this on Temu because I didn't want to pay. I know this was like 15 bucks on Temu. I want to say the real ones because this is not a metal cart. This is plastic, so it's cheap. But it was fine. And this is the 4-tiered one. They have a 3-tier and a 4-tier. I think the 3-tier doesn't have the drawer. And yeah, so Temu has them and in different colors or whatever your aesthetic is. And they're also on Amazon if you don't want to wait and you want to have it delivered tomorrow, but you're probably going to pay more. But it's probably better quality. So it depends on where you're at and how much you're willing to spend and wait. But that's it. I hope this was helpful. And make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you later.